Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, yo ho, a streamer's life for me. It's showtime. Hi guys. Back again, more Windrose. The brain has mostly re-inhabited the cranial space. Game time. Oh. We're gonna play. Now, we had just gotten our ship. Got a couple of guns we're ready to equip in our ship, but we need the wharf. I don't know why we need a Klingon. It's pirate ships, but okay, we need a wharf. I asked a friend of mine who's passed this point, and I just failed to find it on the build menu, evidently. I think he said it was in utilities. So we'll give that a look-see, and hopefully we will look and see that it is there. Lone Star Wolf. I hope your Sunday is going well. Let's elevate that from going reasonably well to going well. Anytime now. Thank you, Kanakit, and good evening to you. Welcome to the Caribbean. Arr, matey. There you go. It's going. Well, yeah, that, as I say about getting old, it's better than the alternative. And that's about the most positive thing I can say about it. All right, now supposedly there's a... Oh, I'm hungry. Pardon me for a second. I have to eat some spicy crab. And bacon and eggs. There's the wharf. That was the thing I wasn't seeing previously. All right. I don't have enough resources. I need 10 wood and 10 coarse fabric. Our mateys. Pollen is trying to kill you. That's a bullet I dodged. Hay fever. My brother, however, got it for 2. He used to have just absolutely dreadful hay fever. We are going to need to make some more food for ourselves, which we can do, because science, you know. Choppity, choppity, chop. And as always, Kanukit, thank you for feeding the algorithm, but more so for just hanging out. Worf doesn't look like anything like Michael Dorn. I know, I've been using that joke now for days. Are palm trees wood? Yeah, well, I mean, we also have dodos around, which is, I mean, that might be actually historical. I'm not sure. Oh, it has to be on the dock. Oh, I see. No, wrong way. There we are. I now have a wharf. I object. I am not a merry man. We have a catch, because, of course, catch as catch can. Demote from flagship, reserve ship, repair ship. Let's see. Ship selection, shipyard. That's the stock. Oh, we can make other flavors of catch. Uh-huh. Interesting. So we can't upgrade it, but we can make more. Crunch all you want, we'll make more. So this is the stock, which I'm assuming is what I have. Last widely accepted sighting of the dodo was in 1662. That's probably a little bit early for the classic age of piracy, but I'm not positive. It might be right in the wheelhouse. But that's the regular one. This one has 10,000 more hit points and takes the same materials. And this one also takes the same materials. It has less hit points, so presumably that'll make it easier to sink. 3 guns, 12 or 24. 3 guns, 12. 3 guns, 12 pounders. Fat Buddy, good evening. Golden Age of Piracy was between the 1650s and the 1730s. So I'm going to go out on a limb then and say that we may in fact be the guy who killed the last of the dodos. Thank you, Kanaka. Ship selection. All right, so we have hull bracing. I just right-click and have that work. Let's find out. Now, equip. Can't equip it. Equip. Can't equip it. Why can we not equip it? Why can we not equip it? Let's see. Do I have to do... Maybe I have to... I will now drown. So, it's a good thing pirates can swim, huh? Yeah. Let's summon the catch. Like that, say. Catch. Reserved and sunk ships. Ships in distant waters. Oh, we can have multiple ships. That's cool. All right, so now maybe we can do the management. I didn't see it. Was it there? That was the implication I got from one tip-top. Big green button. Oh, well, it's okay. I'm green colorblind, where I can't see the color at all. But this does look the same, you'll admit. And clicking is not equipping. So you were correct entirely, but also I have a coconut. The thing is, it does say 12 pounders, not pounder. Yeah, I tried that on the ship. You have to do it in the ship management. Thank you. Sanity check. Sadly, yeah, you're talking to me. We now have 12 pounders. And we have hull bracing for some extra defense. We have something else we can make. It does mean I made guns that I don't need. Well, at least I don't need until, you know, I sink my frickin' ship. I need that because there is a thing I have to pull on, pardon the phrasing, to summon some bad guys in an arena area on one of the maps. Where are our coconuts? We also do need to do some cooking. There's the coconuts. So, we need 7 more of the spicy skewered crab. And I think it was 8 more of the bacon and eggs. Ooh, we added coconut milk with bananas. Plus, we have finished out the adventure for How My Sea Adventures Began. I have to destroy Blackbeard's pirate ketch. That's next. The next thing we must do. All right, but first, boarding party gear. We need 7. We're out of copper ingots, which stinks. Do we have any in here? No. We need more copper. So I'm going to head to the mine. That we have on this island. My understanding is from watching another streamer, I don't know, some guy named Shroud. I think he's new. Playing earlier, someone asked him if it respawns, and he said, yeah, every 6 hours. I don't know if that's game time or real time. But we also do need hides. Edward Teach, Blackbeard, died on November 22nd, 1718, killed in combat with the British naval force led by Lieutenant, because he's British, Robert Maynard. Well, presumably because he's the bad guy here, and he's been doing bad magic, and that's why we have undead. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is not entirely historical. I heard something. Dodos. Just throwing out, that's a thing you know now. No, that's actually really interesting. You see, former history major, once upon a time, actually wants to know things like that. Four. We have some copper back. Shroud is a sailing term. Well, it's also a term for, and I assume where he got it, it's a term for what you wrap a body in. I would assume that was why he was Shroud, was for that meaning. Yeah, I believe, isn't it the wrapper that you put around a sail? Is that a shroud? Sail shrouds are a critical component of sailboats. Standard rigging, typically made of steel wire and rod that supports the mast laterally. Ah, okay, well, there we go. I was entirely wrong, but Fat Body was entirely correct. Yeah, well, yes. Bow or prow and stern and port and starboard. Did it used to be starboard and larboard? I'm not sure. And they went to port because, well, starboard and larboard are very easy to confuse on account of they sound really close. I know larboard was a nautical term. I just don't know what it meant. Worked on barges and towboats. Interesting. My dad was on a fleet tug in the Korean War. Which should be similar to a towboat, I would think. Larboard was replaced by port in the 1800s. The term derived likely from laboard or loading side. Yep, makes sense. So I was right that it is a deprecated term for port. I'm smarter than I look, or sound, or the testing indicates. Thank you, Kanaka. Let's see, I think that in there is the dead end. And there's the exit. So we got like 200 copper ore. I think it's 4 ore per ingot. So we'll have to chop some wood and get it all cooking. Oh, draw me sword, eh, lads? Oh, we got some cayenne peppers. Put a little spice in your life. We have a, that looks like a boar, not a sow. It is. More rough hides. We definitely need those. Correct that larboard was retired due to being too similar sounding to starboard in stormy or battle conditions by the Royal Navy. I have been on board the... Am I going the wrong way? I am. I have been on board the USS Constitution, which is... you know, I believe an 18th century warship, and it was extraordinarily evocative, given my knowledge of history, which is pretty substantial. You got a bit of a feel for how extraordinarily unpleasant combat would have been in those tiny, dark quarters. Now we're going to need some more wood. No available inventory slots. Well, you know, we can drop the rocks. That's a fine looking ship you've got there, Captain. Well, thank you. Never been much of a boat enthusiast. Neither have I, especially. I haven't been on a boat very many times. One at sea, even less times. Not zero, but not many. All right, first thing we need to do, we need to get... That's all I got out of that? Okay, well, I'm going to need more, that's for sure. If we can get those started. Oh, how about we drop the stuff off? That would be a good idea. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And we've got a bunch of copper. All right. We need a lot more charcoal. I vaguely remember as a little kid visiting the grandparents in Maryland and going out on a boat into the Chesapeake. I was really little. 6 or 7 at most, maybe 5. And just being terrified, not of the water, of the jellyfish in the water. Just absolutely petrified. Boss used to say we deal in vessels, and I don't know then why do we work at a Jeff boat instead of a Jeff vessel. Miss that, boss. Good man to deal with me. Well, yeah, well, historically, my best bosses are the ones who were positive influences on my work and working environment. How's that? Trying to remember out on a boat a couple of times in like junior high school or high school for field trips. That's about my history on boats. Probably missing something because my brain doesn't work the way it used to. I used to have a good solid brain. It was pretty good at braining. I don't mean to boast, but my brain, it was a pretty top tier brain. Not so much anymore. Now it's a brain. I think we need like 3 more ingots to make. Oh no, we need 3 more ingots and 4 more rough hides. Why are rough hides still limited? Don't I also need something to upgrade? What's upgradable? That's not. It is? Is everything else? Okay, yeah, these need the higher tier tanned leather. That needs 2, and that needs 3. Let's improve my flibustier's hat, shall we? I need 2 more rough fabric. Coarse fabric, sorry. And we will upgrade the flibustier's hat. Upgrade. We don't want to make, we want to upgrade. All right, we have 1 more upgrade now. We need a lot. I think I'm gonna take a nap. Not in real life. That would not make for an interesting stream. Although, arguably, maybe more interesting. Yo ho, a pirate's wife for me. Wait, it's dark and sun's up. A friend of mine, one Tully by name, had the question about whether we can change the ship's name. And it looks like, because it says Ketch on the back, that's the type of ship it is, that it should allow for renaming the ship. Demote from flagship, reserve ship, repair ship. Is there an entry for name? There is not. Oh, customization, there is. Name. Suggestions? Suggestions? That's Blackbeard's flag, and I mentioned that the other day. That it was showed like a figure stabbing a heart or something similar. Changing a boat's name, bad luck. Well, you see, right now it's just labeled as a Ketch. It's like labeling it as a car as a Ford. Booty Seducer. Thank you, Lone Star Wolf. Tempting. Quite tempting. At Lone Star Wolf. No, Fat Body, I don't think they'll take the at sign, but that's a good suggestion too. I know. Let's see. There's a board game called Wooden Ships and Iron Men about combat in the Age of Sail. And we were playing it, and my brother named his ship the Rake Me. Now, that sounds terrible, but I want to reiterate, rake, R-A-K-E. A rake, in Age of Sail terminology, is broadsiding somebody who is facing either directly towards you or away from you, because you can make what's called a raking shot, where your cannonballs will go the length of the ship doing damage until they're finally stopped or blast out the other side. Cannon fodder. Ships and giggles. If it fits, as much as I like cannon fodder, ships and giggles. Very nice, Canucket. That's 2 in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the ships and giggles. I don't think we can top that. Yeah, Canucket hit a couple in a row. Lone Star Wolf is very good. Catch 22, Canucket, I didn't even see that. Yeah, you guys... that's the kind of shit that I come up with. And you guys just absolutely blasted me out of the proverbial water. All right, so we've got there and there. All right, that's where I need to go. Well, one of those two is where I need to go with the rope. But right now we are hunting boars. So I'm going to go and fast travel to that island. Ship happens. True. For you Guild Wars 2 players, I have a shirt that says Scrit happens. Scrit being the sort of rat, squirrel, mostly rat species in Guild Wars 2, who are unusual in the more of them you get in a single place, the smarter they all get. I am curious. All right, we have 18 rounds on our musket. All right. Oh, somebody doesn't like me. Now, there was a sow down here. That was the worst driving I have ever done in any game right there. More cayenne peppers. And that looks like a boar, but it might be a sow. Either way, we're here for pigskins. And I don't mean footballs. All right, we've got 4 roughhide already. It's a good start. The spear would be nice against some of these big bastards. There are a couple of these boars that are no goddamn joke. Penny Arcade did a joke that you're supposed to kill the boars to make new clothing and stuff, but in this game, the boars are so tough, they wear your skin as clothing. He's dead. We got everything out of here already. But there may be more boars. Where is he? Up above? Must be up above. Oh, there he is. Oh, those are the bad ones. The charging boars. They're just terrible because they hit you like 30 meters at a pop. I'd rather run into the tougher, higher damage boars than those charging ones. Those are used, the little misty orchids are used for making alchemical base, for making healing potions and the like. Heard a lot of people buying this game and getting killed by the boars and rage quitting the game. If I'm playing on the easy level, and the boars are not easy. If you're playing on the normal level, obviously they're going to be harder. And if you're playing on the hard level, let's put it this way. It took my friend Vorpine, Tip Top, he's a man of many names, about 4 hours, I think, to get his full boat like you saw me just have. It took Datmods, who is a literal world-class gamer. It took him 9 hours because he kept dying to the boars and the undead and you name it. So yeah, the boars are tough as hell. I believe the Penny Arcade was from Friday's strip. If you're familiar with Penny Arcade, you can check out their strip, I think from Friday, and see where they came to that exact same conclusion, that the boars wear our skin for clothing. So yeah, this one, he's got a star next to his name. This is the second one, which means that he's tougher. I'd rather run into a batch of them than one of the charging and anything else. All right, I think we've got all of the ones that are in sort of set locations. They tend to spawn in ruins and around them a lot. I'll kill any more I come upon. Oops, guess what? Spicy crab and bacon and eggs. I mean, the boars are definitely an eye-opener in difficulty. But I think if you give up on the game just from the difficulty of the boars, you're not giving it a fair shake. One of the issues with the boars, and the game, I guess, because it doesn't make it clear, is upgrading your weapon doesn't make a big difference in the amount of base damage it's going to do, but where the game does damage and stuff, you take damage, they take, is from the scaling in the level of the items. So for instance, my sword is now a level 5 item. I can't make it any higher level until I get to the next tier of crafting and start finding iron. But those dodos, the base dodos, I can kill in 2 hits, and it's 3 hits for a sow. Whereas it might have been 5 or 6 or even more earlier in the game because I had a level 1 weapon. And the game doesn't really tell you the importance of leveling up your gear. That's a real scaler for the game. That the game gets much easier when you've got better gear. Running into a bunch of pirates early in the game with level 1 gear is a death sentence. I took on, I think, a grand total of 4 or 5, might have even been more, pirates with upgraded gear without any real problem. I had to play carefully and intelligently and, of course, brilliantly, because that's how I always play. Sorry, I got caught in my throat. My words got caught in my throat. The bullshit. But it was vastly more manageable. But I can't understand someone getting so frustrated they decide that... Oh, crap. That one. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble deep. Yep. And there you go. My problem there was I was hitting the wrong key combo. The dodge is in a very bad place for me, and I can't come up with a better place for it. By default, it is set to control, and my hand doesn't reach very far because I have short, stubby little fingers. And so for me to, in that particular case, I got caught dodging forward when I was intending to dodge backwards. Because most of the time when I dodge, I just hit control with no other key. And you go backwards by default. But in this case, I was moving forward and hit it. And so that was what killed me. So that one was pilot error. And boars. Got to be fair, the boars are punishing. Don't even try it. Something's chasing me. It gave up. All right, now where's the bastard who killed me? Especially the charging ones. The charging ones are incredibly punishing. Because in essence, they knock you down and back. And you can't immediately hop up, like in most games. He moved on. Wasn't even worth guarding my corpse. He disrespected me. I have reaped a terrible price amongst the piggies on this particular island. They had to pay for their iniquities. Iniquities. There's one of the undead, and he's got 2 of his crab friends. Nope, 3, and then another one over there. Another undead over there too? Yeah. It's possible, given the appearance of the undead and their friendly mutated crabs, that the game is not entirely historical. I hesitate to say, but it is possible. All right, honey, we're home. Another boarhead. All right. We have to make 7 coarse fabric, and then we can make the boarding party gear. There we go. Before we forget, I didn't pick it up. I swear, the amount of times I do this in every game, where I craft and don't pick up, or say in Guild Wars 2, where I buy and then leave the auction house. Boundless. I think that's like a logbook. Looks like it, doesn't it? I'll check and see if we happen to have, maybe that doesn't go from the shipwright workshop. Maybe that's one of the others. I did want to also make some more bandages. How many more bandages? I would like 5 more bandages, please. More bullets, I think. More stone bullets. Repair kit, combat repair kit. Those are for patching up the ship. So 40% ship health over 2 minutes. Taking damage interrupts the effect. Interrupts or stops? Okay, nothing new in here. Nothing new there. Although now we can upgrade. I need 2. That's already at item level 5. So that just leaves. So that's at 4. Okay, so we need 4 more coarse cloth, coarse fabric. And we'll be able to upgrade in all of our weapons that we're currently using. Actually, not all. I don't think the musket is yet upgraded, but at least I didn't pick them up again, guys. None of you reminded me. I blame you. It's completely arbitrary, but everything is coming up roses. Yep, sort of. Let's see. All right, my musket is currently... Okay, that is at level 5. That is also at level 5. Okay, good. So all of my weapons and armor/clothing are at the cap. Anything new come out here? Gunroom grog increases reload speed by 15% for 30 minutes. I would also like to make, I think, a combat repair kit. Everything needed to patch up a ship and keep fighting includes tools, materials, and strong spirits for cleaning wounds and steadying the hands. Restore 30% ship health over 10 seconds. Well, let's see where we are. We need to drop off this stuff. What's up, Doc? I love saying that. Really? No? Please let us interrupt that. Please. Okay, we have 40 stone bullets, that's why. We're short on gunpowder. We've not yet got the recipe for gunpowder, so we have to be cautious. Let's see. I believe what we've got now is to destroy a Blackbeard pirate's catch. All right, for that we have to get to find a trader. That one we have to find the head of the Buccaneers and tell them something. That's destroying. And that's finding the 4 black marks. Okay. Well, what's up next is us finding a Blackbeard catch, hopefully just one of them, and sinking it. Ah, we can now see other ports and stuff. The Bitter Pill. Okay, that's where Richard's camp is. That is where to find the first of the black marks. That's also a black mark. Tell the head of the Buccaneers. Do we have any? Oh. Blackbeard crew first map. So that's for the a map we found. That is where we need to destroy the catch. Then what we can do, actually, you see now, magic is a thing because we just got teleported. Thank you, Scotty. But that's not the only way you've got magic. Ha ha!
Helm's yours, Captain.
Also,
All right. Oh, taking you away to sail upon that neutral shore. Oh, you're off the
you can turn on or off the shanties.
but you'll never grow, never pull no more. Now come here, all you sailors, hold and listen to me tale. I know you all sadly pity, for I was a running fool in the port of Liverpool on the voyage when I first sailed up from sea. I sailed up on the whole far away from Sierra.
Okay, we've got round shot and chain shot on the 1 and 2 buttons at the bottom. Round shot is just good old cannonballs. Chain shot is 2 smaller cannonballs with a chain in between. It's meant for bringing down the masts and sails. Okay, I'm not actually getting any option for firing the weapon. I'm going to assume that I'm missing something. I got hit. Oh, and he's got friends behind him, too. We don't like friends of friends. Did we lose him? Not yet. No. No, 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 no. We don't want to. We don't want to actually go ashore quite that badly. All right, he's given up on us, which is good for us. Oh, we're reefing our sails and everything. Nice. Want to make sure he's not following. I think I'm going to need to set up the hotkeys, which I did not do. Mind you, it didn't say anything about that, but it occurs to me looking at the empty hotbars that there might be a correlation there. Let's head back to home. And summon our ship again, and let's see if we can figure this out. Ah, much better. Look at that parking job. All right, how about we figure it out here? We took a little damage. Ship action panel. Where? Customization? Ships and giggles? Cargo and gear. Where's the ship actions? Let's see. Take, deposit all. Uh-huh. I have to be on board for that. We seem to have no ship actions, which could be a problem. We need 20 wood. And we got to figure out what we have. Is there a ship? There was the ships. Oh, okay. Yeah. There was the ship's log indication on the ship control area, where you the ship customization, the ship management, that look like a ship's log or something. So I'm assuming that's where they are. And I don't have one of those right now. It was 20 wood. I'm gonna grab some extra. And then we're gonna see if we can figure out where we can find ship's log or captain's log or whatever it is. I mean, I don't even know what the star date is, so I'm not sure how much good that's gonna be for us. Good evening. And thank you. And a good evening to you as well. I hope your weekend has lived up to your expectations. Myself, as well as doing this, I'll be raiding in Guild Wars 2 in 2.5 hours. Oh, we can chain affect the trees. That's news. Don't try it. That's all I'm going to say to you, bird. All right, we got 80 wood. And now we need to see if we can figure out how to make the equivalent of the ship's log so we can get some skills for our shipboard rambunctiousness. Actually, beforehand, let me go ahead and do the repair. Repair. There we go. We're at 100% now. Let's make sure we're not missing it, that it isn't sitting here. Because that looks suspiciously like demote, reserve, repair, disassemble, manage. Because we've got this here is what I'm thinking. Ship management, we're at 100%. Is that there is something that goes in there that will give us commands to use while we're on our ship. Because right now, I can sail around and get shot at. I suppose you got anything for me, do you, Doc?
I remain at your service.
Rum? The rum is used to make repairs, I believe.
Cat.
That's the cutting table, which just adds ingredients. All right, we got a bunch of copper now. Anything else we're carrying? Yes, a number of things we're also carrying. Let's see. Nothing goes there. Coconuts. I've got a lovely bunch of. Upgrade. We have nothing to upgrade nor anything to ascend. Upgrade. Have no equipment items to upgrade. So maybe if we unequipped the 12-pounders, we could improve the 12-pounders. I'm going to try that, but I need to... Let's make sure that we haven't missed anything. Repair kit. We probably want to keep that, so we can repair at sea. That's a pistol. Those are deckhand insigniae. Homemade gunpowder. Alright, so I think that's the maximum. Now I think we have the max that you can carry for bullets and gunpowder. We have rum. We have... These are Blackbeard's insignia that I've taken off the body of his dead that I've killed. Yeah. That'll learn him. Okay, so there's nothing in there that looks remotely like a logbook or something like that. That's provisions. Can be sold to Tortuga. Also, medicine can be. We've got silver ingots. That is the sound of a follow. The true techie, you've come to the right place, has followed. I have a spiel for this. Hold on, here it comes. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. And right now, I'm attempting to see if I can find... Well, that goes into the other bag. Excited to be here. Are you feeling okay? We're attempting to see if we can find something that we're missing. which appears to be a logbook or something of the like that will give us the sailing commands we don't have for like things like firing. Just picked up Windrose last night, looking to try it out today. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It does have a few rough edges, but it's in early access. And as a friend of mine who's also playing it said, he's really stunned that he's had no technical problems at all. Zero. It's a very well-made game. It's got a couple of little bits and pieces where it's tough to understand what they're doing. Also, it can be quite punishing at the beginning. Let's see. Is there anything else I can build that I haven't built? I haven't built the disassembly table, but I haven't felt any need for that. Workbench, sawhorse, cooking, armor and clothes. Shipwright's workshop, weaponsmith, alchemy, nothing there. Nothing new in storage and beds. Right now I'm trying to find... There's an item for the ship that looks like a ship's log. And I don't currently have any commands when I'm on board the ship, so that's what I think I need, and I'm trying to find, and it's not obvious, at least not yet. It's probably one of those things where I'll bash my head. Note, these are all decorations, which serve no functional purpose, but look cool, and I'm cool with that. Farming, bananas. I should probably plant some banana saplings so we can have some more bananas. All right, there's nothing in the building. Don't we all? Maybe I need to be at the wheel. Deposit, take. You can deposit that. That makes sense. Take similar sort. No. Don't need to do any repair. This is what I'm talking about. This little logo right here, icon right there, looks like a boat, like a book, like a ship's log or something. And my assumption is I don't have any ship actions because I don't have ship's log. And I'm trying to find that. And the wharf doesn't seem to have it. So I'm a bit stumped. I may have to do the old Google. Is there something I'm missing here? Plans and recipes. That's for upgrading stuff. Kind of feels like it should be here. Combat repair kit. Definitely not. Nope, not there. I'm gonna have to do the Google thing. I hate having to do the Google thing. Give me a sec. Use that slot for naval tactics book, something like that, yeah. That is exactly what I'm looking for. It's either like a ship's log or something like that. He's thinking. Take the helm in a UI change. Wharf missing HUD. Really? Thought I tried that.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
Nope, that is not doing what I was hoping. It says left click to fire, but I tried that when we were out there and I never even got the... there's an indicator when you're ready to fire where it shows sort of the arc of fire that of your cannonballs. And that never popped up, so I couldn't shoot. Try restarting the session. Okay. I'm going to restart the session. That seems like a reasonable thing I can try. It's the classic, have you tried turning off your ship and turning it back on again? Let's see. Reboot Windrose. Okay, Lone Star Wolf, I'm going to have to ask you to go to your room. Your behavior of outpunning the streamer, I'm sorry. We can't have that. We're almost back. Begin boarding of space, leave helm, WASD controls. If you're at the helm and see no controls, try restarting the session or checking the shipwright's workshop to make sure you have essential components like a hull and sails.
Remarkable times.
I'm hungry again. Man, I do go through spicy crab and bacon and eggs. I can't imagine the bacon and eggs is doing a lot for my cholesterol. You know? I don't suppose we have the new... No, see, this is what I'm sure we're missing. We're missing a ship's log or navigation book or something like that.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
How about it? Let me try another one. Give me a sec. Build a wharf. Access. Naval tactics. It is naval tactics. They are obtained through faction vendors and exploration. Most reliable way is Buccaneers and People of Tortuga. You can only equip one at a time in the 4th gear slot in Naval Tactics 3. Stretch the supply, widely considered to be the best. How to equip it? Go to your wharf, interact, and... Hold on. I have a sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Because it doesn't seem to me that I can do anything because I can't shoot. Or some sort of buff, probably not necessary. I don't know, because all the other things are necessary, and I got nothing to fill the slots, and I can't shoot at anything. Try one more. How do I fire the cannons? That's pretty simple, right? Enter combat mode. Interact with the helm. Press E. Toggle combat. Or right stick click. Aiming to aim. Hold the right click or left trigger. Right click. And fire while aiming. Press left click.
Helm's yours, Captain. Nurse, move!
There it is. That was the magic. We'll try this again. We have traveled to our destination. You have to hold the right mouse button to aim and then click the left mouse button to fire. And here is the ships and giggles, everyone. Thank you, Canucket.
Helm's yours, Captain.
It surely is, lads. All right, we don't want to mess with those guys. Why are we not turning that? So there we go. Turn, turn, turn. Those intuitive things everyone knows. Got it. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. We're back on board our ship. And most importantly,
Now, lads. Oh, mighty, mighty men, they're taking you away to set up on that demon's cruel shore. Oh, you're on so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never grow down Liverpool no more. Now, hear all you sailors hold and listen to me tell. I know you almost had it, baby. For I was a running fool in the port of Liverpool on that voyage when I first made off from sea. I was paid off at the home for a voyage from Sierra Leone. Took my 7 months, had been my pay. As I jingled in me tent, I was sadly taken in by a
I have fired my first shots, boys.
mighty, mighty.
Oh, solid hit, too. Missed me. Now you gotta kiss me. Actually, don't, please. That would be kind of gross. Ow, that hurt a little, not gonna lie, not gonna fib. But this is gonna mess him up. I think now we can board him if we want. But you know, I think I'm fine with just sinking his ass. And unlike in the small little boat, all you have to do is take it all. Not too bad, eh, lads? I did whoop his ass. My name is not Sebastian, but I'll take that to heart. We didn't take too much damage. Looks like about, 14%? 13%? Something like that. Now, we don't want to get too spicy with it and get too ahead of ourselves. Steel nails, piasters, and wood. The marine combat feels pretty good. NGL feels pretty good. Feels pretty solid. It's kind of a big ask for what I assume is a relatively small dev team. You know, to have ground combat be okay to good and have the sea combat be okay to good. That's one of my problems with a lot of survival games, is if they make the combat a big factor, they seldom make it good enough that it really feels like it needs to be in the game. That if your combat is so good, you're going to make a combat game. So you don't need good combat, or you don't need any combat. And that's one of the things I liked about Aphis, which I am shilling for again, you'll notice. I shill for that game a lot. Is no combat. The game didn't need it. There's my parking spot. Well done, lads. Well done, all of ya. A double portion of grog for you tonight, lads. And we just fast travel back home. And because I'm me, we'll go ahead and I hate it when my boat isn't home. There we go. I forgot to get the goodies off of my boat. I guess we actually have to be on board the ship for that. Fine. Oh, I liked it better when the Ships and Giggles was so close I could just oh, that was make-believe.
Ship's under your hand, Captain.
Ship's under my hand. Aye, lads. Let's be taking that and that and that. Actually, we can leave that on. Our mateys. And stuff. All right, can we back it up?
Helm yours.
We can. Bonk. Ow. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Actually,
Captain at the helm.
we do want this. Because we want it for repairs. Like that. Our ship is now repaired. Good as new. Now, we truly be pirates, lads. We do truly be pirates. Let's see what the journal has for us. Head over to the Tortuga Market. Well, if we're heading to Tortuga, I think we want to make sure we have the insignia. I know there are multiple factions that you can upgrade your reputation with. Rum, it be the finest seasoning for any pirate dish. Aye, lads. That can be sold in Tortuga. That can be sold in Tortuga. We want to take the guineas and the piastres with us. Quiet down there. Didn't we not have the... No, the piastres, I guess, aren't here. Steel nails. We've run out of food again. There's our piastres. Well, those are piastres, and that's our silver buttons. Probably be sold to smugglers. Really, I find it odd that we have 100 piastres exactly. That doesn't seem likely. Could be sold to smugglers. Excellent. Just a quick mouse over everything and see if we're missing anything. Steel nails. No, those will be used for making stuff. No, I think that's it. I think I will make 6 each of our spicy skewered crab and our bacon and eggs. And now we're off to Tortuga. That's the head of the Buccaneers. Is that actually Tortuga? That's Tortuga. That's a long ways away. What we would like, then, to make sure that we have, is we need 20 wood and a fast travel bell. So 20 wood. Wrong button. 20 wood and a fast travel bell, which we have to make. Here? Yeah. I almost forgot to take it. I really almost did. So if we can make it to Tortuga, I'm going to go ahead and take a sleep for the evening. Were you around for my first piratical victory in ship versus ship combat? Took me a while to figure out how to, fire my gun, if you'll pardon the obvious dirty euphemism. All right, so we need to be heading pretty much southeast because we've got to go to the Tortuga Market.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
Let's go, lads. Oh, and we have something in our hotbars for the first time. That is I think the battle repair kit. Okay, so that is just indicative of like consumables and stuff, at least for now. The beautiful weather is an omen for our trip. All right, we've spotted an island. We want to keep our eyes open because Blackbeard has a lot of ships, and they tend to move in packs. Usually like 2 sort of patrol ships and maybe a sort of a merchant ship. A carrier, a hauler. Whoop, Blackbeard Raiders. I really would rather avoid combat on my way there. 4 of them. 4 of them. Gunboats, a raider, a gunboat, a hauler. They do appear to be turning as if they would like to pursue. They do. The thing is, I've seen that what they do is they move in patterns, sort of a big circle. So it may be that they just happen to be paralleling me right now. Well, there's some free goodies I can pick up, so I will. Also, it'll take me away from the jerks. Oops, we found more of them. Those are level 5s. I do not want to mess around with level 5s. The 4-boat batch was level 2s, I think. Repair kit and wood. We're trying to make it to Tortuga. So that we can be all, piratey. Well, we've got another lootable, which we will head towards, at least until we can outrange the... Oh, I think that's the end of the edge of the map. Blackbeard Waters. Oh, that's not good, not good, not good. Rotating, rotating, rotating. I may have chosen a poor path. Might have been better just going south and then east. I may be here a while. Now, we want to avoid the Blackbeard Waters for sure. So we're going to go back over here and then down. Trying to go straight, well, shortcuts make for long delays. Somebody said that. We'll grab these goodies and then we'll head west. Actually, we're heading west. Okay. We'll keep heading west then. Some more piasters, wood, and steel nails. Like, that is an island we have not been to, so we're heading basically back to where we started 8 minutes ago, something like that. But I'm going to grab all the goodies I can along the way. Environmentals are pretty good. Oh, I know what we're missing.
Help me, Bob, put in the eye. Way, put in the eye. Help me, Bob, put in the eye. Put it out in Jimbo now. Tight the girl that tied up dearly.
The shanties.
Put in the eye. Tight the girl that tied up nearly. Put it out in Jimbo now. Oh, help me, Bob, put in the eye.
I really like the fact that they included a bunch of shanties that your crew can sing. Yeah, a smart addition. It's one of those little things in a game that just, tickles the "this is fun" bone. Don't say it. How far? I should be okay with that. I don't know how many shanties they have, but probably not as many as we want. More piasters, steel nails, wood. Uh-huh. That's troubling. I'm gonna try and... Oh, that's not good. Not good. Can I run the gauntlet between them? Don't like it. Don't like it. May take me a while to get to Tortuga, lads, as it's there. I'm in Blackbeard waters again. I hope those guys turn around and go the other way pretty soon. They are turning away.
And every sailor lad, he only wants to loud. They send the old lord out to Buffy Bay. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they're taking you away to sail upon that deep cruel shore. Oh, you're out so many ways and many drunken sails, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Roll, boys! Call hands, said man the captain. See the cable run down clear. Heave away and with the whale boys for Tortuga we will steer. And we'll sing.
Right, this is find 4 black marks. That we don't want to deal with. That's the head of the Buccaneers. Maybe we want to try that.
When the grey dawn brings the light, rolling home, rolling home.
As we have a quest to talk to him.
Across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home to land to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging, blows the loud exulting gale, like the birds when upstretched pinions, spreads the high swelling sail, and the wild waves left
Oh, gunboats.
seem to murmur as they go. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you go. Rolling home,
I see one of them.
rolling home across the sea.
It's just one, maybe.
Rolling home to land to thee. Many thousand
Got another island.
many thousand miles before ancient old
Is he turning?
to lost us to the well-remembered shore. Cheer up, Jack, bright smiles await you from the fairest of the fair, and her loving eyes will greet you with kind welcomes everywhere. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea. Rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home to Angeles. Way, hey, I thought I heard
Not happy with that.
man say,
Oh, okay, they're on the other side of the island. That's not bad.
tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny.
They're in the hold. Steerage, I think it's called.
Winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea that high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Oh, this is looking a little bit dicey.
And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow. And it's time for us to leave her. We'd be better off in a nice clean jail. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
I'm not sure. It might just be a drum.
And plenty of ale, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave
All right, Glorious Hunters. We are headed pretty much straight for now. We may not make it to Tortuga this evening. But there's one of the factions, the Buccaneers, I think,
and go ye
is basically dead ahead.
It matters not whether last or first, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the fight is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Listen here. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning.
Now we're talking. What will we do with a drunken streamer? Ooh, that boat had a bunch of stuff. Salt, whiskey, I assume they went to some sort of pirate reenactors chorus or something for the music. Oh, Blackbeard gunboats on the other side of the island, though? Nope. Oh, okay, yes, actually. Right, okay, they're on the other side of the island. This is Rogue Buccaneer's main base. All right, we've got a fast travel point. This gives us a good sort of more central location to continue from. Oh, I'm hungry again. I don't know, can a guy get sick of bacon and eggs? I'm not sure. Maybe? I have a quest to turn in here. Hello, lads. Living a bit rough, I see. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, that's Henri Boucher.
You'll get once they keep your powder dry.
What are you snooping around for? I'm just looking around. I don't want any trouble. I have a quest for him. No one likes strangers here. Another story if you become our friend, but we don't make friends lightly. Possibly Bobby's dad. Regard, my name's Henri Boucher. I'm the elder of the Rogue Buccaneers. We hunt wild beasts, yet now we're the hunted, so we keep our guard high. Is there a reason for that? Blackbeard, that rotten petard, once is gone because we refuse to honor of becoming his lapdogs instead. Back Tortuga. We thinned out his thugs, all right, but we have the best marksmen in the West Indies, after all. But even the best shot is worthless without powder. Our supplies are running low. If we don't secure more, we'll have to fight pirates with clubs. Spades, diamonds, and hearts won't work. It has to be clubs. We only need 50 bags of gunpowder to hold out until the end of the next round of deliveries. If you help, the Buccaneers will owe you one. We know how to reward those who help us in times of need. Anyone here who can restore what looks like a fine musket? Where did you get that? Found it in a buccaneer camp in the jungle. The pirates had leveled it. Alors la. La? I assume L.A. with a reverse circumflex. La? Don't know. This musket belonged to my brother. Marcel took a group of hunters into the jungle 3 months ago. Haven't heard a word since. Pirates got to them, no one survived. Besides the musket, I found an old hat, a flask, and some notes. Mailed. Blackbeard's jackals are butchering us like pigs. We don't strike back, we'll all be in early graves. 3 pirate ships have been harassing us lately. They must be the ones Marcel wrote about. Sink them, and you'll get a good reward on my thanks. 50 experience points. Hey, up to the This is the provisioner.
Have everything you need for a good hunt.
Master's tools required for crafting quality firearms and leather armor. So I can buy that. I don't have the rep to buy other things like plans For instance, I have 2 pieces of Filibustier's set. If I wanted plans for a couple of the other pieces, I would have to buy those. Different plans here for Tracker's set. Better 12-pounders, the guns I currently have. 24-pounders, 36-pounders. Plans for clay and logs for making a log cabin, say. I'm guessing a lot of these are duplicated at all of the factions. I wouldn't think they would want to have, clay and logs be only available from the Buccaneers. And presumably we can't trade in our stuff until...
Today's a good day for hunting.
Well, maybe we can. Bounty agent. Items. 1 reputation point. Those are worth 4 reputation points, so we could get our rep up. I don't know. A letter of favor. Letter of this favor. Okay, so those are the things we can get. We get the veteran and old salt insignias, and we can get letters of favor and turn those in. It doesn't say how much we need to reach the different reps. Oh, maybe it did. Hold on. 100 to get to rep 1. Which means at most we have 2438 points.
That's where you hold.
The buyer. Let's see. Piaster. So we can sell the spirits that we have. Did I not? We have provisions and medicine.
Let's make a deal.
They're not interested in those. Oh, they buy the heads, the trophy heads. Okay. That's good to know.
Marcel's a good shot. He can hit a bullseye from 200 paces.
That's a good shot, ain't it? It is, actually. Yeah, right. What am I carrying? Piasters, buttons. Okay. So I'm shaking my finger. That's all. I just wanted you to know I was shaking my finger. So, I'm going to head back to home really quick. So we're not going to be buying anything from these guys. We had a couple of crab trophy makings. Don't know if we had any more dodos. Doesn't look like it. But that's what the crab trophy looks like. And that's what the 2 dodo head trophies look like. And that's what the boar head looks like. We can go ahead and sell these. Open up a little storage space. Oh, okay. The main base is open. We can remove the bell from here. So we don't need to drop one here, it doesn't look like. As now we can just teleport to here.
If you hear 2 wolves growl, let's make a deal.
Why not? We've got 40 piasters.
You should have seen the board I brought down. Swear.
How many Tortugas did you buy at the Tortuga market? All the Tortugas that were available, that. All right, so we don't need the bell here. Now we have the makings for a bell. All right, well, we can now make a run for Tortuga. Buccaneers water. Okay. Okay, we're in Buccaneers water. Buccaneers contest these water with Blackbeard, expect encounters with both friends and foes. Hello, lads. How you doing? You're looking good. You're looking feisty. Beep, 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 beep. We're not moving backwards, guys. Guys, we're not moving backwards. There we are. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. No, 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 no. We do not want to run into the rocks. That's better. Okay, except for that one rock we just ran into. I don't even see it, like, hidden by the water, the ocean. That's just Blackbeard waters. Let's stay in the Buccaneer waters for as long as we can. Right, that doesn't look like that's going to last for long, so we'll go ahead and now make our break. All right, they are sailing away from me, which is the preferred direction that I would have for their boats. We did get a couple of new quests. Oh, we got bad guys. Yeah, we don't want to. Why do I have holy sails? That's because I'm a man of God. This ship was destroyed, man. I created it from salvage, and there's another destroyed ship, incidentally, right there. What is that? That is destroy the pirate ships. I mean, there might be something there. Well, I was going to go, but the enemy ships being that close, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to bug out. Those are closer than I'm comfortable with. Oh, good, more! Goodness gracious. Not exactly what I was looking for. Which direction are they headed? They are headed the wrong way for me. No, 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 no. There we go. Attempting to go after it because of the hauler there. That's a cargo ship, so. Now, if I was going full pirate mode. On the other hand, what we don't need is an entire fleet of enemy ships. That are heading towards me. Oh, we're headed towards Tortuga. This is still Blackbeard waters, but still just 1 to 5, level 1 to 5. Now, I'm guessing my ship is a level 1 or maybe 2. I need to upgrade the guns and the other bits and pieces of her. "19 knots. I think a nautical mile is like 6,000 feet, 6,000 odd feet. So that's what, 1.14, 1 1/7 mile roughly. If my memory is correct, which for pointless, useless stuff, it usually is. Well, you know what we need?
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the fight is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. For the wind was foul and the sea.
We may actually make it. Are we out of... Oh, we're out of Blackbeard waters. Okay, that's good. We may not run into any other problems.
And none went by, and it's time for us to leave her.
An island to the south.
Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. We'd be better off in a nice clean jail. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
If I could sing, I would sing along.
Plenty of ale, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny.
But my voice would not be described as mellifluous.
For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. It's growl ye may and go ye must. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. It matters not whether last or first, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
That's got to be Tortuga.
Leave her, for the fight is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Ah! Way up she rises, way up she rises, way
You know, for a 500-year-old song, this is a banger. Be able to see while I'm sailing after sunsets. Yeah, it gets dark, but are we back in undead waters, levels 6 to 10? Oop. That's not great. Let's grab this floating. Okay, it looks like we can go around that headland, the southern headland, and maybe get to it. Ooh. We've got blue smoky line, which feels like it has something to do with the undead. Is that the edge of the planet? I hope not. Tortuga, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, parking issues, clear, sure, a little bit. Look, I'm a pirate. I can swim. Oh, it's nice. They build steps in for those of us who fall off of our ship. Fast travel activated. Okay. So we can now fast travel, presumably, to Tortuga. Ooh, somebody's got a nice boat. Ding 4. I see rats.
Sail here on sea turtles, did you now?
Bounty agent. Provisioner. Rosalinda Mercer.
I want to create.
Are they pirates? Yes. Can you take other boats? I don't think so. I think you, if you, well, maybe. I mean, I know you can capture them. You can board and capture. I'll work for you if the pay is good. Tell me about yourself. So we can hire additional crew. She's an alchemist. Oh, and this is, I guess, not a crew member. This is a camp member. Master bottle maker, talented alchemist. I'll be here if you change your mind, sir. Well, that's the... Okay, we got flies and dead fish. It's a look. Not a good look, but it's a look. The bounty agent. Presumably the same numbers. Yeah, 1 and 4. The provisioner.
You'll find the brethren's finest wares, mate.
Required for crafting quality cannons and ship equipment. 10 piasters. Got 40. Alright, what's... That shows the icon of a fortress. Is that just a general icon, then? Alright, that's the need of... Okay, yeah, the bitter pill. These are the 2 hunters' quests. On my sea adventure. We finished it, okay. Because I made it here. Doesn't look like Tortuga's in the best shape right now, gotta say. Lots of rats, presumably like disease. It's Francois, I don't know.
It's looking pretty fresh.
Fresh.
There's a door.
You won't be teased, sir.
Long Ben.
Ram, just be careful. Would you like a drink?
Good to see a new face at the end of the world. Those are some interesting patterns you've got there, matey. You know how it goes, a little magic, a little luck, and a whole lot of dead men, and you wake up painted from head to toe. Well, at least there's no ring on your finger. Oh, ooh, snap, what happened to Tortuga? Who knows, either the drowned got tired of being in Davy Jones' locker, or it's Blackbird's botching something up with those ancient relics. Rumor has it he rules the dead now, and he ordered them to crawl out of the sea and attack the city. Great storm hit us that night, flooding the houses on the coast. Survivors cleared out to a nearby island. The ones left here, they've got nothing left to lose. What can I do for you, mate? I'm just checking out your digs, my friend. We got a provisioner.
Still working.
Sewing tools. Those are undoubtedly needed. For crafting quality clothing objects. Okay, so that's similar to the one I just bought for the...
I fixed worse gears than yours.
Okay, and this guy is a tailor. 30% chance to recover resources spent on upgrading an item. Bounty agent.
Every insignia tells a story.
Same thing. Provisioner.
Strong steel.
Master's tools, firearms, and armor and leather. Okay.
The news. A merchant brig ran aground in the dead calm. Still in the mermaids that sank her.
Yeah, the mermaids that sank her. You keep thinking, Butch. That's what you're good at. So evidently, Tortuga is sort of under siege. At least that's the way I'm reading it. And that appears to be about it. It's kind of a shithole. Not to put too fine a point on it, eh, lads? But if we go over here, we should be able to activate fast travel campfire and get back home. What can I say? Teleporter technology, you know, it's pretty awesome. And just because I'm me, I always want my ship to be close to me at all times. But what I also wanted to do was see. I don't think I can access it from here. We got all kinds of goodies. We can. I'm going to see if I can improve this stuff. But that's going to wait for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I believe I'm going to call the stream here for the evening. I've got raid in a couple hours. No, an hour and 15 minutes. In Guild Wars 2, I don't think I'll be streaming again tonight. I'm still not comfortable enough in my play to be able to stream and interact with people while playing a raid, because I'm just not comfortable in the raids yet. So I'm going to call it here. Again, as always, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Our mateys, it'd be a sheer pleasure. Except for some of the puns I keep getting from Lone Star Wolf, which I'm afraid we're going to have a little chat, or there'll be a keel hauling. Anyway, I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more piratical doing. I do want to thank you all for hanging again. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Sunday night, or possibly Monday morning, goes okay. And as always, I like to set an achievable goal for the people who are crazy enough to hang out here. I hope your upcoming work week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now. Goodbye, guys.